Our next story will restore your faith in humanity in Heroes Among Us, presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. On any given day, you can find a young man who immigrated from the tiny island of Bermuda, hard at work, mowing lawns for free. As the leader of one of America's fastest growing movements, he's in his happy place. Since 2015, Rodney Smith has been mowing lawns of the elderly, disabled, single parents, and veterans. You might say he's a hero to our heroes. And it all started innocently enough with a simple random act of kindness.
In my senior year of college, I was leaving school one day and I came across an elderly man outside mowing his lawn. It looked like he was struggling, so I pulled over and helped him out. And that one small act of kindness will end up changing my life forever.
That brief encounter gave birth to a true grassroots movement.
I mowed 100 lawns. After 100 lawns, that's when the idea of raising men and also now raising women's lawn care service came about. Now we got to encourage kids all across this country and even into different countries. They're getting out and mowing lawns in their community.
In 2017, Rodney had an epiphany after watching the popular Netflix show, The Kindness Diaries.
And that gave me the idea of something called 50 States, 50 Lawns. And that summer I went to all 50 states and mowed at least one lawn for the elderly, disabled, single parents, and veterans in each state. And the whole purpose of that was to make people more aware of the organization and encourage kids to take part in our 50-yard challenge.
Rodney's cross-country tour to all 50 states spread quickly, and interest grew quickly.
At that moment, that's when I got a message from a lady by the name of Shannon. She lived in Wichita, Kansas. Then I got another message from a lady by the name of Lori. She lived in Marion, Ohio. Shannon had a son by the name of Andre. Lori had a grandson by the name of Quentin. And they saw what we was doing with kids here in Huntsville, Alabama, and they wanted to get their kids involved. They asked, what can we do? I said, look, if your two kids can mow 50 lawns, I'll come out there and give them a brand new mower. And as a man of my word, I traveled to Marion, Ohio and Wichita, Kansas, and I gave both young men a lawnmower.
And he's been doing it ever since. By now, you might be wondering how he finds the time and the funds to take all of this on. Currently, there is no sponsorship of any kind. This nonprofit exists solely, in Rodney's words, because of the good people of the United States. Thanks to the support and generosity of others, Rodney is living the American dream. Maybe not in the way he had envisioned when he first arrived, but he'll be the first to tell you that he hasn't had to work a day in his life. For almost a decade, he's been changing lives one lawn at a time. This one-of-a-kind service has exceeded his wildest expectations, and he attributes it all to a higher power.
Yeah, it's nothing but God, and I believe what I'm doing is His plan, and yeah, I totally trust in God. And there's been times where when the organization first started, I prayed to God and asked Him, I see this is what you want me to do. All I ask is you provide. And ever since that day too, He has provided. He has brought people in my life for this organization who has helped fund this organization because everything is donation based. People donate the mowers, weenies, and blowers that we give to the kids. A gentleman by the name of Mr. New Hawk, he donated a van to the organization before I was using a small SUV, and he just happened to see me on Twitter. So it's people like him and so many others that help this organization run, and every single day I get the chance to wake up and do something I love, and it's my calling.